Hey guys, okay, I'm here at the dollar store. I'm about to head inside and see what kind of inspiration I can find for $1. Okay, so I have a whole cart full of leis. There's another dollar store down the street. I'm going to duck in there and see what I can find. I got some stuff. I don't know if I can make anything out of it, but let's head home and try. All right, guys, it is the HGTV Handmade Dollar Store Party Decor Challenge. As you saw, I was a little bit stumped at the dollar store and came home with about 30 leis and 2 various sized nets. And this is it. This is my project. No, that is not my project. I got inspired by these leis and the colors because I've always wanted to make one of these Polish floral chandeliers. Now, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation, but I think it's pająki. If I got that wrong, Polish people, I love your country even if I can't speak your language. Pająki are these beautiful paper flower chandeliers. That's where these guys come into play. I thought that it would work to have a larger hoop on top and a smaller hoop on the bottom. So the first thing we need to do is take these nets apart, remove the net, and just be left with the wire frame. All right, and now I'm just going to remove the net with scissors. So once we remove the net, you are left with this lovely, oddly shaped hoop. So I'm gonna grab a pair of pliers and just bend this flat. I'm going to use just a piece of duct tape to tape these 2 ends together, and hopefully our flower leis will cover up that duct tape. And I'm using gold duct tape because that's what I had, and it's kind of fabulous. So, strip of duct tape, hold those ends together, and cover that up. And kind of bend it to make it a little more uniform. That one's ready. Let's do the same thing with this guy. Depending on the net you choose, you may or may not need pliers. You may be able to manipulate the wire just with your fingers. But this is pretty surprisingly sturdy for $1, I have to say. You could like catch some fish with this. Okay. And straighten that out. Let's connect those ends with a strip of our fabulous gold duct tape. Okay. I guess they call these challenges for a reason. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take 2 of our leis. These come 3 for $1. Super bargain. So we're going to take 1 of them, and we're basically going to take 2 leis and crisscross them across the top so that we can hang this and construct the rest of the structure. So I'm going to start by cutting one of these in half. And removing a few of the flowers so that we have our strings exposed. And then just tie it on. If you're following along the challenge at home, don't throw anything away until you're completely finished. And take the other end and tie it on across from the first one. So now we're going to take another one and we're going to string it across the opposite so that we'll have a nice, stable support to hang our chandelier. Now we kind of have our first hoop hanging. So I brought this coat rack out here to use, but you could also use a doorknob and sit on the floor, or you could use a hook like on the back of a door, just anything that you can hang it from to construct the rest of our chandelier. So now I'm going to use these garden twist ties to attach this hoop down below. Now, what I really wanted to do this with was clear filament, like fishing wire, but I went to 2 different dollar stores and they did not have it. So I'm hoping if I really fill it in with a lot of our leis, you won't be able to see this bright green. So let's take about, let's see, I'm gonna do like from my wrist to my elbow. All right, so we have our green twist ties. And you know, again, ideally you're using a clear monofilament, but honestly, I'm planning to hang this on my patio if it turns out as cute as I'm picturing. So hopefully the green will blend in with all of this green. So just spread those out around our top hoop. One more back here. So now we're going to attach our lower hoop. And my thought is that the leis are going to kind of swag down, woo, from this one, kind of hang down a little bit and then connect here. So in order to get that swag, we need the hoop to be a little shorter than our lei. Attach that the same way. Now we are going to start attaching our leis. Now I bought leis like a couple different colors. You know, you can kind of layer in whatever colors you want, whatever colors are available to you. But the bulk of what I bought are these. I love the texture of the little flowers. I just thought they were super pretty and they almost look like they're watercolor on the inside. So I just think they have like a lovely textural quality to them that reminds me a lot of the paper flowers you would see in the traditional Polish floral chandeliers. So that's why I bought mostly these guys. Also, you get 3 of them for $1, whereas these are a little more fancy. You only get 1 of those for $1. So definitely more bang for your buck. So here's what I'm thinking. We cut the lei in half and we use the 2 halves to kind of swag up like that. And if you had the clear monofilament, you could just attach the whole lei, but I don't, and I think the green will be really distracting. So we're gonna cut it and tie them on. And for some of them, we're going to use the whole lei and swag it down because I have like a 3rd layer planned for the end. But we have a lot of work to do before we get there. So let's start by cutting these in half. And again, removing some of our flowers. I think we have the top part of our chandelier pretty good. I'm actually kind of really digging this. So now I think I'm going to take the bottom, all of these little tails that are hanging down, I'm going to gather them, take off the excess, tie a knot, and then I have one more finishing touch to add on. So to do this, I'm going to clip off our knots at the end, pull off the excess. So I'm just going to tie all of these strings in a big knot. Now for our final touch, I'm going to thread some of our leftover flowers onto some leftover lei string. And we're going to make some little bundles of flowers to hang from the bottom. So I've already strung up some of these flowers, and now I'm going to do a smaller bundle of the light pink and a smaller bundle of the white. Okay, so we've made our little bundles of flowers, which, like, I can't believe these come from 3 for $1 leis. I just think they're so cute. And now I'm just going to tie those to this knot, and then trim up all of our extra string. Well, I have to say, for a couple of bug nets and some dollar store leis, this is pretty adorable. I'm gonna hang it up on my patio